We think we ought to attack 5,000 well-armed, well-fed Mexican veterans supported by artillery.
We do have that element of surprise, sir.
They say you shouldn't mess with Texas. And that might have been advice that director Roland Joffe and the Hatfield and McCoy's alumni behind history's event series Texas Rising should have taken. Because their would-be epic fails a lot more than it succeeds. The 10-hour series, which starts on history on Memorial Day at 9 p.m., picks up after the massacre of the Alamo, as a revenge-seeking ragtag army, if you can call them that, led by General Sam Houston, played by the Texas-born Bill Paxton, takes on the brutal dictator Santa Anna, played by Oliver Martinez, and his seemingly overwhelming forces to free the territory from Mexican rule.
Today we avenge our dead. We give Texas our allegiance. We give Texas our lives.
Now listen, you all know how this ends with the creation of a republic that in 1845 became our 28th state. But with blood and executions from the very beginning, Texas Rising spares no one in depicting the carnage and butchery that got us to that republic. Now then you throw in some sex, the lump-in-your-throat speeches here and there, and rising music that starts up and rarely lets go, and you've got that. But here's the thing, it's all kind of rather shrill, often insipid where it means to be inspired and insightful. The best I can say about Texas Rising is that it really tries to be an epic, even if it often falls short. And you have to give credit to ambition while noting the slipshod execution. This event series also has some killer tunes from the likes of Kris Kristofferson, who I also might add is cast as Andrew Jackson, as well as efforts from George Strait and Jose Feliciano.
You could stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down.
But in an age that has seen the miniseries genre reborn, Texas Rising is, like Sons of Liberty from earlier this year, really all about conjuring up that Hatfields and McCoy feeling for history, especially in the ratings. Now the numbers will be what they will be, but one thing a good miniseries like the Hatfields has to have is to be compelling. And Texas Rising is just not that, though they certainly do try to stack the deck with the cast. There's no Kevin Costner there, but with Hatfields alum Paxton, there's also Brendan Fraser, Ray Liotta, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Cynthia Addie Robinson as the Yellow Rose of Texas herself, Emily West, in the saddle to tell the tale. But with Paxton having to deliver painful lines like, "Betrayal is the willful slaughter of trust," I feel that their talents are betrayed in this self-mauling slice of our history. So I say, in the spirit of American history this Memorial Day, you should remember the Alamo, but you might want to forget about Texas Rising. I'm Dominic Patton for Deadline Hollywood.